Oh, okay.
Oh, they started. Oh, whoa. They started with something. Hey, already down. I'm glad it started off with both of them going down a stock immediately, so we didn't miss out on like something too crazy of a lead, you know?
I mean, at least we're seeing the stealth burst character from the guy that says, hey, watch out for it. This is a weird me gunner set, though. We've got the standard blaster. I don't remember what it's called. Mine drop, stealth burst, and then the far-reaching up B, as opposed to the omnidirectional or the more controllable or the out of shield one. A very awkward set.
Yeah, I mean, as we're watching it so far, I mean, because we're going to see quite a variance in terms of just like mid to long range gameplay for the rest of the night. And this is just yet another flavor of that. But Justice has proven, at least so far from what we've seen, that it's not a problem. It's not a problem at all.
Oh, not at all. I will say, right now, Justice putting in some work and just keeping Stealth Burst at that ledge constantly. But look at that, the drop through ledge, that's all you need to catch Justice off their rhythm right there, to hit him with the back air. All right, looking for something to get started. I love these mine drops, keeping it nice, constant pressure, kind of like Samus bomb.
Looking really comfortable here, just pecking back and forth. A lot of jump-ins, and you gotta do something there. Min Min has a couple of really dangerous tricks in the corner. Most commonly at a back throw, but at a forward throw as well. If you don't pick an option, you just explode. And forcing that instantaneous both reaction and selection means that not only do you get a chance just to win on the spot if your opponent reacts too late or chooses not to do anything, you also get the chance then to follow up depending on the option they pick, whether it be jump or air dodge or what have you. Such a strong position when you get reversaled like that. Or, in the case of Justice, when you aggress like that and find a grab in the corner.
That character is a little OD, and especially when you let them get a grab. You can't let Min Min do that. For reference, given all the other parts of Dragon Arm do get stronger, just not as much. Dragon Laser at ledge goes from killing at 190 normally to 120. That's a 70% decrease. So if you let a grab happen, all of a sudden, you better expect that those stocks are deleting, especially with the angle that forward throw sends at is just perfect to set up for that laser right there.
Dang, that's kind of messed up. I don't know if I like that.
Oh, it's okay. The tilt arm only kills like 30% earlier, and same with the smash attack arm. So like it's 30 or 20% instead of the 70% earlier that the laser has.
That's pretty crazy.
That's
pretty crazy.
Whack. Yeah.
Nah, that's like normal. That's fine. Character's not broken.
That's normal DLC Pack 2 stuff.
Exactly.
Still, I do like the switch over to Battlefield here first. You're gaining just any means to escape the general Min Min zone is always going to be appreciated, but man, is it hard sometimes as the chase down from Justice from so far away finishes off stock number 1, but they are quickly snubbed by the stealth burst. He literally warned you about it. Justice falling down and keeping this game extremely even, assuming they don't just take turns just blowing each other up and bodying each other.
We'll see if that's going to be the case, because at this point, it is looking like they're taking turns, but for how much longer? I mean, I feel like the top platform's really kind of playing a big role here in terms of when either player really wants to slow down the game, they kind of hover up there a little bit, and you see even on the side of a stealth burst, a lot of either camping on the top platform or under the side platforms. It actually limits the kind of angles of approach that Justice is able to have. Platforms can be so useful for doing exactly that.
Yeah. Stealth Burst not quite able to nail down that juggle game, had been looking for it, and now Justice, I love this sharking with those up airs. Beautiful job to maintain pressure without overextending, and now back throw. You are going out. You got to be very careful. That back air sends into a very nasty angle, whichever way you DI it, and just, man, Justice is ready to capitalize.
Will they keep up the pressure, though? Getting kind of delayed on the bomb as they barely missed the grab. Great down smash there in the winning that scramble situation and putting Justice into a pretty bad spot. Gunner does have some interesting stuff to close out stocks, and the Stealth Burst, its namesake, coming in clutch here on Battlefield, taking 2 stocks now and getting Stealth Burst into a final stock scenario.
Okay, and holding down the blaster, tacking on those little extra bits of percent, which may end up being the difference between winning and losing later on. But once again, this top platform has been the spot where Stealth Burst likes to kill, then goes to the side platform, bides some time until finding a way back down to the base platform and maintaining control of the stage. But for how long will this strategy work? You can see from Justice trying to preemptively catch Stealth Burst on the way down, and sometimes succeeding, sometimes not, but clearly they understand the game plan.
I will say that long range up B coming into play pretty well to just avoid some of these 2 frames from Justice and allow them to stall extra long. Ooh, Stealth Burst catching the smash attack charge. Justice getting a little too antsy to find it here, and now double jump right over the laser. We had seen that a couple of times throughout that game to secure stocks or even just hits, and it's coming through at the very end, because when you pop that blaster, you are still committing to a move. It doesn't matter if it's this distance ranged attack. Justice can still keep moving when he's throwing arms.
I do like a lot of the theory behind having blaster. I mean, Stealth Blast is what it is because of seemingly because of the namesake, but the normal blaster can cover space in a way where characters that threaten at that mid to long range can't reliably deal with it. For Min, typically you would want to you either block it or you reflect it with up smash, and that's like reflecting the single laser beam doesn't do anything really, while reflecting something like the charge shot definitely does. But you trade out, oh, I can reliably press a button at mid to long range that can do something, apply some hit stun, maybe stop an arm from being thrown out, but you can't stop a jump in that you normally want to stop at that range for Gunner. It's an interesting trade-off that they have to play with, which it makes a lot of sense because of how often they've been jumping, just playing around platforms in general, which only feeds into a stage like Battlefield working so well. But we are pivoting.
Channeling the Toon Link in here, bringing out the Wind Waker, and now we're gonna see the Villager. Of course, we saw this character for the most part of this bracket, so I'm excited to see now that they don't have to worry about Min counter zoning. Ooh, bowling ball, bro, you got to be careful letting that onto your cap. It's gonna deal some damage to the dome.
Yeah, definitely making the choice to go a little bit more cell shaded, and I'm okay with it, honestly. Kind of odd, to be honest, not something you see every day, but I am a big fan of Toon Link. Not, who am I thinking of? Toast, I think? No.
No. It would either be Marvelous Marco for Cali or Jojo the Hobo for PNW.
Jojo the Hobo.
Justice, of course, being PNW, definitely knows a little bit about the character, bare minimum.
And Boat. Love Boat.
I remember at Rise and Grind last year, I ended up playing a lot of friendlies with Justice just by sheer happenstance. And the Min was certainly on full display. Justice is a very good player. But whenever they wanted to pivot characters, they typically would go this Toon Link. So it's been around for quite a little bit as just a pocket character, a for fun character, but it's definitely a gone character now, as Stealth Burst having just taking the swap over to Villager, and it's looking pretty good right now up against Justice's Toon Link.
Yeah, Justice gonna have to be a little bit more careful when recovering and how they avoid that bowling ball in the future. But right now, look at this Stealth Burst. Beautiful job stalling at ledge, but still getting caught up with the hero spin right there. That slingshot coming out, trying to catch it. And I love that bomb usage. Look at this, Justice. Just covering the ledge so well right here.
There we go. Some up tilts, trying to anti-air. Getting some of your own projectiles canceled out by Verder's projectiles. It's just going to happen in any sort of projectile war matchup. But a falling up air from Justice is going to find that first stock. Now we have ourselves a tie game, but eats a bowling ball. Probably going to need a new set of teeth after that one.
That's a tough hit to take always, but we're swinging that sword. We got a lot going on, looking for the second back air. Toonlink can get a couple of pretty solid back air chains, and any sort of item can combo into a very strong forward air. Winning in this corner is Justice. It's just a matter of getting Stealth Burst there, which has become so difficult, but a clean air to make it back.
Avoiding that bowling ball. Of course, we saw Justice utilizing a bowling ball with Megawatt, but Stealth Burst showing their own prowess in striking down Justice with the same weapon. Now Justice, though, doing a pretty good job of zoning out for a minute. These arrows coming out and just checking Stealth Burst's tempo every now and again have been so good, but now locked at ledge, getting through, and ooh, yeah, you can't be hanging on to ledge for that long, my guy.
Stealth Burst just lets it rip, like just with unabashedly, like whether it be safe stuff like slingshot, get up attacks, bowling balls, all of the different stuff. Up smashes saw a little bit earlier, just like, yeah, I'm going to be swinging here. I'm going to make sure that you can't reliably move how you want to, because hitboxes are where you think you're safe.
And you can already see Justice struggling to get this penultimate stock, but hopefully in due time we'll find perhaps maybe a bomb, a conversion into maybe an up air or forward air or something, or maybe just a stray falling up air. Just needs to find that one final blow, but just can't seem to line it up. Pops a couple balloons. It's not going to be enough. Really just saying, please, can I get rid of this stock? Up throw? Still not enough. This is tough. Dear Justice.
Ooh, and getting caught up by the turnips immediately into that spin, and oh, hold up. Every 5 seconds a move is coming out from Stealth Burst, and you know what? He might have told you to watch out for the Stealth Burst, but you got to watch out for some of that frame data, because bro was slinging moves.
The shield stun on bowling ball was absurd. It seems like it was a grab out of shield, trying to get the tether into back throw, just normal corner stuff. Toonlink does having a killing back throw, but like the amount of shield stun that they sat in for that bowling ball, the amount of pushback as well, just, oh yes, you can stay there right like that for as long as you need. I'm going to be perfectly safe doing a forward smash, down smash, up smash to close out game number 3.
And you know what? It did work. That's all you really need in a moment like that. But now we're seeing the switch over to the Me Gunner and back to the Min Min. You got a little palate cleanser right there during game 3, but now we're back to Ramen Noodle Lady versus the FBI.
The FBI. That's good though, but it's true. That's true. Squatted up, ready to go. Federal Bureau of Investigation trying to see what's going on in this stadium, I suppose, but I mean, hopefully this time around, Justice has a little bit of an easier timing. Granted, we are back on the Min-Min, so should be pretty comfortable here. But maybe that little game of a break that allowed for Stealth Burst to kind of find that dub, sometimes that's the only difference you need. Sometimes, you know, having that game that's like, maybe Justice has the perspective of, oh, I just gave you a freebie. But that can be a dangerous territory to play with sometimes. I've seen people lose sets because of that.
Yeah, ooh.
Sheesh. It just seems like the middling airspeed on Me Gunner is just not doing Stealth Burst any favors. If they're trying to stop the pressure from Justice, they have to do it offensively with said Stealth Bursts or lasers or bomb drops. Something that can just stop Justice from putting out this easy pressure from stage into the off stage, or else they just keep fiending these dragon-powered forward smashes.
Yeah, there's too many moments where we're seeing a forward throw or a back throw come from Justice, and then Stealth Burst just isn't jumping or fast falling, which is what you need to do to go ahead and avoid some of these arms, and you can't let extra damage rack up. And oh my gosh, for a second there, I thought Justice was going to eat that barrage of bullets, but instead firing right back with the Dragon and the Megawatt. Now one little hit, and Justice will be up basically a full stock here.
For that final blow. Can we get it here? Whoa, what a stuff coming out there from Stealth Burst, but Justice finds yet another hit to send Stealth Burst off stage. But I do like that we're seeing a lot of like retaliatory kind of action taken from Stealth Burst whenever sent off stage. You know, throw a projectile here, shoot a little bit of this there, just kind of try to make it difficult for Justice to get these edge guards, but despite losing a stock, is actually in a pretty good position to bring things back to even. Oh, not patient enough.
That was really close as well. That was Justice without a jump, but Stealth Burst choosing to try and pressure the ledge instead of go off stage there. Min Min doesn't have the furthest reach on her tether, but once she grabs the ledge with the arm, her reel back to it is the fastest in the game, so it can be really hard to time that particular punish.
And hey, you know what? Might be able to get the punish every now and again, but man, is he struggling right now to find a kill. Forward throw. Watch out. Justice coming out deep, just not able to get it. And ooh, turnaround. Finally getting that stock at what, 160 it feels like. Stealth Burst on the back foot here.
Just need one clean hit from Justice, looking to close it out, and that's it. You can even see the wibbly wobbly of the Megawatt at the end there on the KO screen. Let you know that my guy was DEAD. And that's all she wrote for winners finals there. Looks like Justice sitting pretty, going to be moving on into the grand side of things.